10,000 XRP versus 50 Quant. Which one would I pick if I only had 5K to invest and can only pick one? So by comparison's sake for the price action, we're going to say that XRP is priced at 50 cents, which is around where it is now, and Quant's at $100. Both are big discounts for two cryptos, very popular ISO cryptos, both working with the banks. And we're going to see at the end of this video which one in my eyes is the better of the two investments. So let's go over Quant. It's priced at around $100. All-time high was 428, give or take. 1.3 billion market cap, 14 million total supply, 12 million in circulation, average hold times 30 days. I bought this around this price all the way down to $40 back in June of last year. I know some of you guys bought that with me. We enjoyed some crazy gains because later that year in October, it went up to 227, over 6x in a bear market when everybody else was losing money and watching their portfolios crash. We were making money, and that was a great ride. And then it came back down and consolidated around that 120 to 150 range, and now it's back down to the $100 range, which a lot of people are getting scared. You know, I think the whales started to take some profits on it. And listen, this is a healthy dip, a healthy dip. Even with this dip, it barely gets below $100. This is like a rarity to see. So, you know, 1.2 billion market cap. A common misconception about this crypto is the market cap's too big. It's a 1.2 billion market cap. Okay, it's not a micro cap, but it's still a small cap. It recently partnered with the Bank of England. They got huge connections. Gilbert Verdian, this guy's got a huge resume with cybersecurity. He is the CEO, the guy in charge of the Overledger network behind Quant. They're working with CDBCs, which a lot of people hate on it. Listen, I'm just an investor. I could care less who they're working with. If I think this company can make me a lot of money someday, I am going to invest, no questions asked. I really don't care if it's centralized, if they're working with the centralized banks, the CDBCs. Yes, I want to see crypto succeed, but I understand my opinion of a certain crypto is not going to change their narrative of what happens going forward. Just because someone wants to say, oh, I'm not going to invest into Quant, I'm going to stay with Bitcoin because it's working with CDBCs. It doesn't matter what you think. If the big players and influencers and politicians want to use Quant, want to have CDBCs, they don't care about your own opinion. They really don't care what you think. I think Quant's supply is going to have a huge shock effect this bull cycle. The holders on Etherscan are increasing, or they were increasing. Now imagine now they're probably decreasing because people are probably like, oh my God, Quant's $100. It's a bad investment. You know, it's so funny. It happens all the time, guys. Like people just want to see cryptos move like this, right? And then as soon as they come down like this and they do this, which is consolidation, they're like, oh my God, it's a stable coin. It's a bad investment. Let me sell. Happens every single bear cycle. You know why smart money calls the majority of us retail dumb money? It's because of actions like this. They find a little bit of FUD, or they find one person, one random person saying, hey, this is a bad investment. And they go, you know what? They're right. Without doing any research and say, okay, I'm going to sell. And then smart money goes, thank you. And they buy, but they put like millions of dollars down to buy. And then when that crypto moons again and that same retail person buys in higher, they're like, great, I'm up in the green. Time to take profits, and they dump. Happens every cycle, guys. This is why I say get the confidence. And how you get the confidence with investing is having the research. You research until you either feel convicted enough to want to invest, not financial advice, or you research enough to find out, you know what, I don't like this crypto. It's a shit coin. Let me go the other direction and find something else. Whatever you decide to do, as long as you research and come to that conclusion yourself, you'll be in a better position to make some money down the road. Okay? So let's check the holders. Wow, over 137 or 136,600 holders right now. That's crazy. Back in 2022, when I bought it at $40, it was under 75K. So it almost doubled in a year. That is ridiculous. I did not expect that. It's been a while since I saw this. So that is pretty crazy. I did not expect that. I thought it was going to be like around 100K. So that definitely surprised me. But yeah, Quant, you know, it's the Overledger. It's working with many different cryptos. If you believe in interoperability, this is where Quant comes in, right? Some people think we're only going to see one perfect tech, one perfect layer one. And listen, I hold many different layer ones. I'm still not sold on the fact that we're going to see just one rule them all. I mean, realistically, it's hard to see all that happen on one chain. Could we see it happen someday? Yes. Will it happen in the next 5 to 10 years? It's anyone's guess. I just don't see that happening yet. We still need to see a lot more innovation, a lot more growth to even get into that conversation. So that's the only risk to Quant, in my opinion, is the fact that, we can only see one layer one exist. And in that case, we wouldn't need interoperability, essentially connecting DLTs. But if we do see these layer ones connect, that's huge because now you have massive scalability, improved security, which is Gilbert Verdion's expertise, convenience. Now all these developers can work on all these different DLTs. Retail can use them for different uses. They want to use a certain chain to get reduced fees on NFTs. Or they want to use some chain security to do a smart contract or play with the dApps. They can do that. And they can just bounce back and forth on these different DLTs. And developers can build on these different DLTs. So there's a lot of draw to interoperability. And not to mention the DLTs, some of them are good in some areas and some are weak in some other areas. So having this connectability allows them to share each other's strengths while mitigating each other's weaknesses. So essentially building a stronger platform for layer ones to coexist and thrive together. Actually, huge draw to interoperability, and I'm very bullish on Quant going forward. I think next bull cycle, I always said it's going to be, around 1K to 2K. If we see true FOMO kick in for Quant and people realize how scarce the supply is with the utility it has, I wouldn't be surprised if it reaches up to a 50 billion market cap, which I think would be around 4 to 5K. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think with this current circulating supply, it would be around 4 to 5K, which a 50 billion market cap at the expected growth rate of where Bitcoin is going to go next bull cycle, which could be around the 2 trillion market cap, this thing could really fly, and $100 is definitely a big discount. Moving over, now let's talk about XRP, priced at 47 cents. It's been pretty stable at this price. If you click the week chart, barely changed. Click the month chart, down 10%, which is really nothing. Bitcoin's down. The all-time high, this is where people are looking at XRP as a long-term investment, right? So the all-time high was almost $4. It's almost a 10x down. It was a number 3 crypto at one point. It rolled down to number 6. Something I like about XRP, aside from the loyal community, the XRP army, is the fact despite all the hate it gets, despite all the concerns it has, despite, who knows what's going to happen in court these days, it's still been a top 10 crypto for a number of years. Has it reached a new all-time high recently? No. And I think it won't do that until we see this case get resolved. Listen, no one knows when this case is getting resolved. I know you see all these different people saying it's going to be released, this date. The documents got revealed. It's going to happen next week. Nobody knows when this case is going to get resolved. Nobody knows what's going to be the outcome of it. We want to see XRP win. And I say we as in the altcoins, because if they don't, if they get called a security, in my opinion, I think the price would tank. I know some people are going to say we don't need the US to get mass adopted. I disagree. If the US weren't as important as most people make it out to be, then why would the price of XRP be suppressed right now in this case? Why? If it didn't matter, they should still boom, right? If they get called a security, I think it's going to hit the price. Can they recover at some point down the road if we, say, okay, securities are fine? Maybe. I just don't want to have that kind of conversation. If you're going to invest into a security, you might as well invest into stocks. Just my personal opinion. But, however, I'm more bullish on XRP or their company Ripple. Ripple is the one being sued by the SEC. I'm more bullish on them winning the case. I don't think the SEC is going to win personally. I understand some people are going to say, oh, they passed the Howey test, whatever. That's why they're in court, to find out if they're a security or not. If the court rules in their favor, which it looks like they're leaning towards that, but again, nobody knows for sure, you're going to see a lot of FOMO for XRP. So in the short term, and I say short term at, before the Bitcoin halving, before the real bull cycle takes place, XRP could shoot up. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be $37,000. I've seen some outrageous claims here on YouTube. I think those people are trying to get you guys to hodl forever so they can dump on you and watch your portfolio dwindle as they take profits and run to the bank. I do think it could hit, $3, possibly with this case getting resolved. And then if it rolls in their favor, this bull cycle, it could reach, probably a $5 XRP, and that would be over a 10x from here. The one thing I do like about XRP is their connections with the banks. They want to be the go-to cross-border payment solution for the banks worldwide. They were initially created to compete with Bitcoin because Bitcoin fails as a peer-to-peer. So XRP is a fraction of a penny to send worldwide. That's why the banks apparently want to use it in mass volume. It's cheap to use and fast to use. That's a huge draw to why XRP is trying to be the go-to cross-border payment solution. A lot of people say Bitcoin is too expensive and too slow. So XRP, if they end up being the go-to cross-border payment solution for enterprise to enterprise, you're not going to see it at 47 cents. You're going to see it be a lot higher in price. It's a large market cap, so you're not going to see, $100 next bull cycle. I know some people think that. I'm more grounded. Obviously anything can happen. No one has a crystal ball here, but it's already, with this dip down at 25 billion market cap, it's already number 6 in the top 100. So you can't just come in here and say market cap doesn't matter and it's going to be $100. $100. So let's see what the math is, right? I'm going to try to do this on camera. So don't have that Home Alone face if I'm, wrong here. But so a 10x to $5 would be a 250 billion market cap. And that's $5. So times 20. So 250 times 20. So 250 times 10, that would be a 2.5 trillion market cap, I believe, times 2. That'd be a 5 trillion market cap. If I'm right, there's no way it's happening this bull cycle. Like, guys, Bitcoin might not even hit 2 trillion. I think it will, which 2 trillion for Bitcoin would be 110K. I do think Bitcoin will hit that. There's no way XRP is going to be over 2x more than Bitcoin. No way. So you got to come down from Disney. I know it's good to hear when you're an investor of a certain crypto to hear it's going to the moon. I'm not saying I'm bearish on XRP. I'm just saying you got to come down from like 37K, 25K. And I know I'm going to get some people saying, oh, you don't understand the tech, whatever. Market cap matters, guys. You have to look at the market cap. I am still bullish on XRP. However, when it comes to the Quant comparison, if it's not clear already, I am more bullish on Quant if I had to pick one, because Quant is a fraction of a market cap for XRP. It has such strong connections. Their over-legend network is going to be so powerful. I just see a lot of cash flow going through. Also, XRP has 100 billion supply versus Quant's 14 million supply. For Quant to 10x, it would be what, a 15 billion market cap, give or take. For XRP to 10x would be a 250 billion market cap. Which one could happen sooner? I personally think Quant. I think a 15 billion market cap is way easier than a 250 billion market cap if I had to compare the two. But it may seem like XRP could reach it faster because if this case gets resolved, you're going to see the suppression phase out. You're going to see the chains come off. You're going to see XRP get relisted on Coinbase again, Binance again. So in the short term, XRP, in my opinion, will outperform Quant. I do believe that, especially if they win. But in the long term, when it comes to this bull cycle, I think Quant is going to net some bigger multipliers. And if I had to put my money in a faster moving car, I think Quant would give me a better ROI. And that's what we're doing at the end of the day, guys. Like, these are both great investments in my opinion, but I'm trying to find the faster moving car. I have a lot of stability in my portfolio. I have some blue chips, some big cryptos. But if I had to pick just one ISO out of these two, I think Quant would be my pick. Hands down, it's one I've been more actively DCAing into. I actually don't have an investment into XRP yet. I have an investment in its brother, XLM, but I haven't yet jumped into XRP. I'm still monitoring it. I still haven't ruled it out yet, but it is a crypto that I think is still beat up, considerably. I still think if you pick one or the other, you're going to make some money at these prices when the bull cycle is, eventually comes to fruition. But this is just my pick. Now I want to hear from you. Which one of these two would you pick right now? 10,000 XRP or 50 Quant? Let me know down below in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Really helps so much. That being said, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in this video.